There's still that I do, that I put in the way, that was fine when I was operating and achieving at this level, but now I want to go to this level. I just had this moment, Mandy, where I felt, holy cow, we are about to take this to the next level. It's super exciting, but when you're at that moment when it gets real and when stuff's about to happen, the thing that I'm really thinking about is, in order to seize the complete opportunity when the momentum starts to kick in, it's going to require you to change your habits. It is going to require something more of you. What it took for me to build a multi-million-dollar speaking business, that took a certain set of habits. What it's going to take for me to now successfully launch this show, continue the speaking business. We now have a publishing imprint. Yeah. We have a book that we're working on about kick-ass confidence and curing anxiety. I realized that I need to have a level of focus and a level of intentionality that I have not yet cultivated in my life. That there's still that I do, that I put in the way, that was fine when I was operating and achieving at this level, but now I want to go to this level. And so what are those things? Getting up earlier, being a complete hawk about how I'm spending my time and attention. That in the mornings when I'm with my family, literally being hyper-focused on just them so that I'm present with them. And then confession, I'll literally work for like 25 minutes and then the ADD kicks in and then I'll find myself folding laundry for 20 minutes because I allow myself to get distracted. And see, that's the thing about habits and the levels of success that you get to. That when you recognize that jumping to the next level that you want to get to is nothing more than just tweaking your habits a little bit, that it's really that simple, you will start to be able to have quantum leaps. And I'm realizing that I have amazing habits, but they have gotten me to here. And if I want to get to the next level, it's going to require a level of focus and intentionality that I haven't demanded of myself before. No drinking during the week. Being super, super focused on the stuff that's really important. Probably hiring somebody full-time to be a full-time assistant to help me stay organized and focused in terms of scheduling and weeding through all the incoming requests. I think it's just about that, about this sort of like maniacal focus on things that are important. Like, now is the time. And what's cool is you can make it happen anytime in your life. Like, if there's some jump that you want to make, look, I'm an extraordinarily productive person. I've accomplished a tremendous amount in the last 3 years. But what it's going to take for me to get to the next level and not destroy the people around me with my stress, and be an amazing leader and be an amazing mother and be an awesome wife and actually be an incredible businesswoman, is a level of focus that I have never required of myself. What's it going to require of you?
I would say that the biggest thing that moving to the West Coast and being 3 hours behind the entire team has already started to make me do the little things. Like, sometimes you have to force in place. if you want to work out more, you need a gym buddy that's going to meet you there at 6:30 a.m. and you're going to let them down. That's kind of how I operate. I just need to be forced to make those changes, but definitely it's consistency for me, because I notice when I do.
Well, what's the that you do?
Same exact things you do, literally. They are not waking up early enough, going to bed at the same time every single night, being mindful of what I'm putting into my body, because that does affect how you operate. I mean, if you put a bunch of junk in, you're going to be slower. You're going to be like, drinking is another one of those things. For me, it's overall health, just being mindful of how I'm treating myself so that I'm actually setting myself up for success and I can focus for that long. Because what
would be the next level of managing a team? Because you manage our team.
Yeah.
And we are a lean team. We're ridiculously efficient. Yeah. I mean, what we have going on in May is insane. We have a new course launching. We have, by the way, one of the busiest speaking schedules of professional speakers around. I mean, if you're at the top of your game, professional speaking wise, you're doing anywhere from 75 to 100 speeches a year. That's us. We have the 5-second journal that is back in stock. We have a new book that we're launching in the fall on anxiety and confidence. We have the show launching, a new website launching.
The team management for me. Team management is all about setting everyone up on Monday. So what we used to do is we used to have these big macro conversations. We would be like, okay, we have this big project and this big project and this big project. Everyone just kind of check in. And now we're starting to do micro Monday morning kickoffs. I think meetings are the reason why corporate America gets stuck. I don't believe in them. I think that when you need something to get done, you pick up the phone and you talk to the person that needs to get it done, and then you collaborate where necessary. But on Monday mornings, an hour with each team and having everyone talk about what they're actually working on, making sure that we're on the same page is
All right,
huge.
I have a question.
Yes.
We have decided, because we own the company together, the Confidence Project, that we are taking our personal accountability to the next level. That we are demanding more of ourselves because we see the importance in weeding out the little bullshit that's there. And trust me, it's a little bit. I mean, when I look at how I've transformed myself over the last 3 years, I'm an extremely focused and accomplished and successful person. But there's still a little bit better that I can do. And doing a little bit better based on where I'm at is the secret to enjoying what we've created for ourselves.
Totally.
But here's the question. How do we also inspire and support that same level of intentionality bump in our team? Because we're the owners. You know, we know how to inspire people. We know how to make people know that they matter. But given that we're going to demand more of ourselves, what do we need to do in order to have our team feel that they need to do that for themselves too?
I've even noticed a shift in the team's productivity with just 2 weeks of Monday morning meetings where we talk about what are we going to accomplish this week. And for the 2 weeks that we've been doing that, I've felt the entire team elevate their own game even, just because we all know what we're working on. And when people know what and why, the intentionality automatically increases rather than, oh, I could do this. I mean, we're very lucky in that everyone on our team is really autonomous.
Well, then
and
maybe what we should do,
self-starting.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Maybe what we should do is on next Monday's call, we do what we're going to do in this video, which is I want you to think about the areas of your life and your work where you're productive and you're in action. That's fantastic. Keep going. What's the BS?
The one or two things.
What are the one or two things that you need to change? Whether it's getting up a little bit earlier or like me, not drinking during the week.
I have one that I didn't say. I didn't have Wi-Fi on like a 5-hour flight the other day, and I actually got the project stuff done because I didn't have access to social media. I didn't have access to text message. I realized how much happier I felt by not mindlessly scrolling through social media and pretending I'm on a strategy hunt. And I got
What are you doing? What is the commitment? It's one thing to see the insight. What's the commitment? What are you changing? You are a lot younger than me, so you're socially native, but I do see you all day long working and checking social, working, checking social. What if you were to say, during this 3-hour period, every day, 12 to 3, I turn off social? Whatever, like you pick, that's the thing that's going to be hard, but what would it be for you? Because this is the thing. We can identify what we need to do, but unless you make it specific, you're not doing. So I don't drink Monday through Thursdays. Not going to do it because that's during the week. What I need to get up a half an hour earlier. So instead of 6:15, I need to get up at 5:45. Those two things will make a big difference because they will have a big effect on the rest of my day. What is it for you?
Get up at 6.
Okay.
Instead of 7. I would say no social from like 10:30 to 3:30 because that's
awesome.
That's hyper productivity mode for the whole team. Like everyone's on. I need to get way back into a workout routine that is essential not for my personal accountability, for mental health, for physical health, and it makes me, when I go to the gym, I'm like, I am unstoppable and I can do anything. So those are the 3 things that I could tweak about what I'm doing right now.
Gotcha. Back to you. If you were to take your business or your life to the next level, what is 1 or 2 things that you need to remove? The BS that you do, the small tweak that you could make that would increase your focus on actually being able to work on the important stuff. I want you to put it in the comments below. Tell me and tag us. We're doing it. We're going to be documenting it and showing it to you in hopes that it inspires you and helps you make the changes that you need.